Really?
It's kind of a rare early shot, but it is indeed Elvis Presley. I'm just lucky you didn't say Will Smith. I'd have to turn the picture around. It's kind of a push on him.
I do squeak, because I was trying. A little push, just like that, okay? You also need a squeaker in your hand, all right?
You get Trinity's money. Hold up the $5 $20 bills. She won $100!
Don't worry, sir, I got a map of that joke. Yeah, here's the setup, punchline, you are here.
It's heads. I'm not kidding, it's heads. Tell people sit down.
Name the animal, I'll shape it out of a balloon. Or you can name any balloon, I'll shape it out of the animal. A giraffe. Well, one thing about the giraffe, it's gonna look a lot like a dog. A wiener giraffe. From France. This got a slight little disguise on you to help us out, okay? Here we go. Let's just make it more comfortable in your surroundings. Good. You're right, you did it. Okay, now, just in case you're a method actor, I'm just gonna put this over here. So you kind of strike me as a two-ply guy. All right, now concentrate.
What does Luigi say in the letter?
It says, help, I'm being forced to do this against my will.
He's the mind behind TGIF. Put your hands together for our CEO from Trinity, Paul Rosenau. Paul, come on up here.
We love our Bill. And when we talk about my employees going out and fishing, when we talk about Bill being the ultimate fisherman, for those of you who know me and who know Trinity, you know that I'm talking about they are fishers of men. Because that's what we do here at Trinity. We give our employees the opportunity to use the gifts and talents that God has given them to reach out to help the people around them. If you haven't noticed, we're a Christian company, and we have built this company on basic biblical principles, the same principles that this country was woven together. Those principles are from the Word of God. You know, living in this country is like winning the lottery. Ask millions of people around the world who are suffering, who are in despair, and they'll tell you, I would give anything to live in America. To have the things that we have in this country, it's freedom. It's the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. What an amazing concept that we get to pursue our dreams without being persecuted. What an amazing concept that we get to work side by side with people from all backgrounds, and yet we're all equal because we are all free at a great price. And the freedom that we enjoy, and it's only fitting that during this week after Memorial Day that we pay tribute to the soldiers, to the men and women who have sacrificed their lives so that we could sit here and be free today. I was sharing with my staff earlier this week, talking about Memorial Day, of some of the disturbing numbers, the amount of soldiers that have been lost over the years in our wars. Even the Gulf War, which is a slam dunk, lopsided war, we still lost 382 precious lives. Each one a precious soul, created and nurtured by God Himself. It's just a sacrifice that we're not willing to give. Every life is special. The Revolutionary War, the war that started it all, over 5,000 soldiers were lost in that war. The Vietnam War, over 60,000 of our soldiers lost their lives, and countless others were wounded and left emotionally scarred for the rest of their lives. World War I, people, 116,000 of our soldiers gave their lives fighting for freedom for someone else in another country. And not to be outdone, World War II yielded over 400,000 of our sons, of our daughters, of our brothers, of our sisters. I was amazed at these numbers, and as horrific as that sounds, it gets even worse. You see, the bloodiest conflict in the history of our country was the Civil War. A conflict that lasted over 4 years. And the name conflict is kind of an understatement for something so horrific. Brothers and sisters, neighbors, dear friends, isn't it a sad truth that some of the bloodiest battles, some of the most lethal skirmishes take place when we fight amongst ourselves? Wouldn't it be awesome if we lived in a Rodney King world where we really did all get along? You know, at Trinity, we want to set an example of what it means to be a Christian company, to follow in the footsteps of Jesus and just love one another. We want to be able to reach out to the community. We want to be able to offer you our services. And make no mistake about it, we're a printing company, but we want to be able to help the people during these economic times that are really hurting. Whether you have suffered great loss, whether you have gone through some heartbreak, we want to be able to assure you that there is hope. There is peace when you put your trust in the Lord. And this amazing company of this amazing country of freedom that we live in allows me to stand up here today and to proclaim freely and publicly my thanks to God for sending His Son to die on the cross to give us that freedom that was given to us not on a silver platter but on a wooden cross. I thank God for all of you, and I thank God it's Friday.